Welcome back to the next match, round of this match for the AI tournament. Um, Otabo got to go first last time, so this time it will be Team fattyzilla as the enemies. Team fattyzilla is using a Lancer with item and concentrate. It's also using caution. Um, his monk has steel heart. And a little bit higher HP than what a monk normally would be, so we have two very effective tanks right there. The Time Mage and the Summoner both use, well, Time Mage uses white magic and the Summoner uses yin-yang magic. So they're both capable of healing, but the Time Mage likes to use rings too on things. Otabo is using an Oracle who has white magic, and I'm looking forward to seeing that Vaporous Plate flare off on this. I'd really like to see that. Beastly is a knight with punch heart. He has a sleep sword, in case AI wants to put somebody to sleep for some reason. Otabo uses elemental time magic, and we have Blake. It's supposed to be Blake. It's the ego on top. Singing chemist. Now, last time, this map actually forced both teams to fight each other. The super long battle, they had a habit of just hanging back and doing their own thing. Now, the chemist is set to protect the Geomancer. Everybody else on Otabo's team is set to save me. We're off. High Mage begins immediately casting what I assume is a haste 2 spell. And they spread themselves out a little bit so they're not just gonna get smashed by Geomancers. Geomancy. But he does manage to get 3 of them with it instead of all of them. But no status effects. And the rest of Otabo's team is just waiting for Team fattyzilla to get there. And the monk hits a Geomancer who does more damage back with counterflow, hitting 3 of their people. And the knight does nothing. Otabo's team is acting very strangely with where they are. The summoner uses Odin only on the Geomancer. And after 3 counterfloods, the summoner is down. The chemist is using Last Song. But the knight and the oracle's now doing something. The knight was doing nothing. And the Geomancer runs in and uses slow. Trying to remove the haste. The Geomancer charged a spell that didn't hit anything. Fairly odd. It may have been a cure spell that would have hit the Geomancer area. Still, the knight is reluctant to enter the battle for any reason whatsoever. Even though he could have gone and dealt damage to people. The Geomancer has been fighting alone, basically. Paralyze on the Lancer. That'll help the lone Otabo accomplish something, because nobody else is helping him. Knight finally enters the fray and breaks the Lancer's armor. So the Lancer has permanently lost a little over 100 hit points. And the Chemist is actually doing a decent job using Last Song to give his team more turns. The Time Mage is now charging Cure Spell. So all that damage they've done has now been negated. Except that the Geomancer is just gonna hop in there and Geomancer used some elemental damage to hit 3 of those people. Except the monk's gonna move. Never mind. He's using Carved Model, so if that manages to go up on somebody, it would be particularly nasty. And instead of using Geomancy, otabo is charging as well. Summoner is now paralyzed. Time Mage is charging what looks to be another Cure Spell. And the Knight, being dumb, walks right in there and gets himself doubled. Time Mage steals a little bit of the haste action there. Gets himself hasted, and the Lancer gets paralyzed. Geomancer is down for the count. So the Geomancer is down. It's not good. Manages to get a quick off on the Oracle, who is going to use the Raise 2 on the Geomancer.